Amanda, you have not given me a theme, so I went and looked up YouTubers whose names are Amanda, and none of them were really announcing anything that was a theme, so I broadened my horizons to something that starts with an A, and I found Alex Day, and he had something that could be applicable as a theme, so I'm going to do this 2011 survey, and feel free to do it if you wish. Alright, so the first one is tell us about your first kiss, and my first kiss was something I actually can't remember. It was either in kindergarten, grade 2 or grade 4, one of the three, and that would make it either with Evan, Matthew, or Griffin. I don't know which one. Also, I look really fancy because it was picture-based. What's the most expensive casual item of clothing that you've ever bought? Well, that happened recently, and you know, being 14 and living at my parents' house, I didn't actually buy it myself, but I'll show you. These, they're boots. They cost about $130, and they're going to be my shoes. Basically for the rest of the winter. What was the first job you ever wanted as a kid? The first job I ever wanted as a kid was either Spider-Man or a baby doctor. I know. It was one of the two. It wasn't like I wanted to be Spider-Man and a baby doctor. It was one of the two. My mom actually wanted to be a trucker and a ballerina at the same time, so she'd have like her truck and then a ballet bar in the back. That would be interesting. Tell us about your group of school friends. At the moment, it is a library, a computer with solitaire. Our computers don't have internet yet. We don't have internet, we don't have textbooks, we really don't have a lot in our school yet. But I do have a computer with solitaire. And it's my group of friends right now. Before that, I was in the people who are completely insane and a little bit into math, but not nerds. I was never a nerd because we were like the ESL group. So we were the group of people who didn't really do a lot of English but loved math. So we just did math. But we mostly talked about internet memes. Even though none of us at the time had our own computers, we still like to talk about internet memes. What would you name your kids? Well, it really depends on who I end up having kids with, because if, you know, like, my brother was like, I want to name my son Guthrie, well, I guess actually his wife would have gone for that if my niece was a nephew. But she's a niece and her name's Lilia, and it's spelled Icelandic way, L-I-L-J-A. I think I would name my kids something Irish, just the first name, and then give them an English middle name that they can use. Like, my first name is a really complicated Irish name, which is why I don't use it. I give them that, and then an English middle name that they would use at school, and then they would take the father's last name. In terms of Irish names that I might use, I, for a boy, Brige, Grania, things like that. And then have for the English name, it would probably be something a little more off to the side, so Prue, Rhoda, Zilla, Maud. Boys. Maybe, I don't really know about boys. I don't really look to having boys. Maybe Jabal. Something along those lines. Possibly even Bible names. I said Jabal. It's a Bible name. I really need to read Leviticus. It's my novel study, and I must finish it. Well, start it, and then finish it, and then write a report, or do whatever. Who do you want to answer the survey next? I think you, Lucy. if you want, and Amanda doesn't give us a theme yet. And then after that, Amanda, if you don't actually have an idea for a theme and that's why you didn't include it,